hidden reason you're not serious about life. Have you ever noticed something strange? You say you want a better life, a better body, more money, more confidence, more freedom, but when it's time to do the work, you suddenly don't feel like it. You procrastinate. You scroll, you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, and then tomorrow becomes next week, then next month, then next year. The scary part, most people think this happens because they're lazy, but that's not the real reason. In fact, the hidden reason you're not serious about life is much darker than laziness. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Imagine a lion raised among sheep. Every day it watches sheep eat grass, walk slowly, stay inside the fence. Eventually, the lion forgets what it is. It starts behaving like the sheep around it. Not because it's weak, but because that's the identity it learned. Most people are living exactly like that lion. They were born with potential, but somewhere along the way, they accepted a smaller version of themselves. And this leads to the first hidden reason. You don't act according to your goals. You act according to your identity. Think about it. Someone who sees themselves as an athlete doesn't negotiate with workouts. Someone who sees themselves as a reader naturally picks up books. Someone who sees themselves as disciplined doesn't wait for motivation. Meanwhile, if you secretly believe, I'm lazy, I never finish things, I always quit, then your brain will constantly prove you right. Not because it's true, because your mind loves consistency. And that's where things become dangerous, because most people don't realize they're trapped. They think the problem is effort, but the real problem is identity. And there's another reason that's even worse. You are addicted to potential, not progress. Potential feels amazing. You imagine becoming successful. You imagine proving everyone wrong. You imagine the future version of yourself. And for a few minutes, it feels real. Your brain rewards you for imagining success. But here's the trap. The brain often struggles to distinguish vivid imagination from actual progress. So you get the emotional reward without doing the work. That's why some people spend years planning, years researching, years talking, but never building. They're not addicted to achievement. They're addicted to the feeling of future achievement. And that's a prison disguised as ambition. But there's one final reason, and it might be the most important one. Most people never become serious about life because they think they have time. Lots of time. Unlimited time, tomorrow, next month, next year, one day. But life has a strange way of moving fast. One day you're 16, then suddenly you're 20, then 25, then 30, and you're wondering where all the years went. Imagine being handed $86,400 every morning, but whatever you don't use disappears at midnight. You would spend every dollar carefully. Yet every day, life gives you something more valuable. 86,400 seconds. And most people waste them as if they're infinite. That's why urgency changes everything. The moment you realize your time's limited, your excuses start looking ridiculous. Your distractions start looking expensive. Your comfort starts looking dangerous. And suddenly, you become serious. Not because somebody motivated you, because reality woke you up. So, what's the solution? Stop waiting to feel different. Act different. Stop asking, how do I become disciplined? Start asking, what would a disciplined person do right now? Then do exactly that. One action, one decision, one promise kept to yourself. Because every action is a vote for the person you're becoming. And eventually, those votes become your identity. The truth is, you don't need more motivation. You don't need another productivity hack. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a reason strong enough to make comfort feel painful. Because the hidden reason you're not serious about life isn't that you can't change. It's that deep down, you still believe you have forever. You don't, and neither do I. So the question isn't whether you'll start someday. The question is, if your future self could meet you today, would they thank you or ask why you waited so long?